on Facebook Live. Can't hear the jam we're pushing.
Why? Oh, because it's copyright?
No.
Oh.
We don't have it tied in. It's only picking up the audio from my phone. Yeah.
Off to a great start, as usual.
Well, look, this is a second shot, actually a third shot. We're doing Facebook Live because our Mevo camera has been sent back to the motherland. We need to get another one.
Creepy amount of cameras right now.
We have a porn production's worth of cameras right now. It is troubling.
Yeah, without the fluffers though.
A lot of lenses, self-fluffers. It's a lean set. That's called lean efficiencies, guys. That's where we want to go. Lean strategies, stay agile. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm good.
You look a little different.
Yeah. I got a new cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm. Good cup of coffee, and it's our 100th show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
100 episodes.
I'm not wearing a shirt. That's what.
Not wearing a shirt.
PR stunts, people.
You can do it because you look good. You take care of yourself. I'll say that without being no gay undertones.
Didn't think it was.
Okay.
Just
it's not.
You can comment on a man's body.
When you get up, you get up at 4 a.m. You hit the gym. You do the ketogenic diet.
Yeah, no carbs.
No grain, no sugar, no grain kind of thing.
They're the devil. It's poison.
So we want to tease out. We're gonna talk about everything you do well as a marketing opportunity, including
random numbers of episodes of podcasts.
Right, it's arbitrary. It probably isn't 100. I don't know. I want to kind of double check.
The one who gives a shit. We'll just put it in at number 100.
It's 100. Yeah.
We'll do another one, and then we'll do this one after. Pretend like it never happened.
All
you
right.
have no idea. Maybe it already did happen. And, well, we're live right now. Shit. Okay.
Well, we're live on Facebook. We're probably going to take this off once we get these other camera shots edited. But we figured let's just have it running like we normally do if we're going to do a Thursday episode. Hey, it's tax season still.
I did mine.
If you have a good accountant, business accountant like mine, he filed an extension for you without telling you.
Oh, that's not how it's supposed to go.
No, it's cool. Because I called him, you're supposed to have it in March 15th. I called him on the 13th. I'm like, hey, I'm coming down to the wire. What do I need to do?
Oh, you're doing the business quarterly taxes.
And then, and most people like us are going to have to do both business and personal. You probably want to do them at the same time. That's why you get FreshBooks. You got April 15th coming up. Don't do what I do, panic, and then go extension. I'll do it over the summer. I have till October. That's what I've done the last 2 years. It's a really bad habit, but I get jammed up.
You're the kid going to the teacher. Can I do extra credit so I can do?
Oh, all the time. But that's how I got A's and B's. So.
Oh, slackers hated you.
Yeah, well, I mean,
ass.
No, if I just tried it initially in the beginning, it would be better. Same with just organizing taxes throughout the year, I'd be better. But FreshBooks is our jam. Go to the URL. That's a universal resource locator. I don't even know if that's what it stands for.
I don't know what it says.
URL?
That sounds right.
Something like that. We're going with it. Go to freshbooks.com/sweat. That can sound confusing. I want you to type this in to your browser. Go freshbooks.com/sweat. Like key sweat.
It's like you can probably see the sweat on my armpits.
It's cold. Now. It's cold, man. If you're sweating,
this is just constant.
For the sweat equity, baby.
Shedding. Nice.
Are you ready to get this going?
Yeah.
Now that the read's done.
Yep.
We'll get a little. Toddy.
You turned the music up a little bit louder, made me happy. That's what it was.
God Almighty. This is the Sweat Equity Podcast. Hey, we're on Spotify. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Hey, we're on Vimeo. Did you know that? For the 20 people that look at stuff on Vimeo.
Yeah, because I'm the person uploading all the Vimeo videos.
Did you know we're on YouTube?
Yeah, because I'm the person who does that too.
Did you know? Well, if you did OBS software, you could do it all at the same time, I think.
Yeah, you keep talking about that, but it seems complicated.
You got to try. You got to play to win.
Well, I mean, I did, but it seems like, I don't know, like this it could be fleeting. Like the OBS software itself could like die because it's online.
Sounds like
Or
you're
no,
making
it's an app.
excuses. Yeah,
My
it's
bad.
software, man.
It's an app, but I don't know. The only way we could do it was looking through our little cameras on our laptops, and that just gives everybody the fat face.
Yeah. By the way, this is our second time trying to do episode 100.
It might not be. Maybe this is 105.
Look, the podcasting, the difference in podcasting to radio is we're going to be authentic. We're not going to tell everything, but I think some people are like, how do you have the hubris to have a show that is pragmatic business advice when, you're clearly not like total badass approach straight. And it's just like, well, no, part of it is us walking through us fucking up.
I do wonder if people who haven't seen me in a long time are like, that guy has a business advice show? What are you talking about?
Well,
I listen to that guy.
I tell everybody, and that if you have to pitch, because we're going to keep asking y'all to share this podcast with friends that are doing their own thing. That's going to be, we don't do any like pledge. We don't do Patreon. We're just going to kind of ask y'all as like, if you don't click on the links for the ads, do us a favor and just try to share this podcast with a friend that's trying to do their own thing. The whole idea is for this to be like just a legit advice. All I do is learn from smarter people and pass it on.
A lot of it is us just telling failure stories, which is good. People like to hear that.
You learn way
Need
more
to
from
hear it.
failing than you do anything else. If you only won, you'd just be that. You wouldn't have knowledge, right?
Yeah,
Or wisdom.
then you're the know-it-all jackass.
Well, wisdom is knowledge plus experience, kind of thing.
I love your word math problems.
Well, we throw away wisdom. Like it's an old fuddy-duddy word, right?
Wisdom is?
It's an old.
It's just a
You
word.
just think of a shitty owl when you think of wisdom.
Owls, I think, are fucking cool.
I think they're fucking rad, but I don't know. I don't think they're very wise. I think they're just shitty birds too.
Yeah, they definitely still have bird brains. They can move the neck really far, like 180 degrees. It's crazy.
They're like constantly on crack when they're awake. I like them.
Yeah.
They're like the air traffic controllers of the bird kingdom.
Drinking coffee.
Yeah, just geeked out of their mind on meth. Just I only stay awake at night.
Yeah. I don't. Okay, so you're saying they throw. I feel like wisdom is not something you throw away. Wisdom sticks with you. I feel like it's a different, like knowledge, maybe facts or something that you lose.
I feel like I have a lot of digital marketing knowledge, but sometimes I don't have the reps experience wise. I listen to a lot of podcasting like as passive activity, active listening kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so
Kind of like when I co-host.
unnecessary, hate on yourself. But it's that thing of, a lot of people that are older. We've had people in this office that I'm like, here's what you need to do online and all this stuff. But there is a weird thing where I'm 20 years younger than the person I'm telling them what to do. And I get the vibe that you don't have enough reps yet for a lot of stuff.
For you don't have enough reps?
Right.
Oh.
Or maybe that's my insecurity about it. And I get like little man syndrome, Napoleon syndrome, and I overdo it and then I overwhelm them.
Yeah.
Either way.
But I feel like as I've gotten older, the more anybody over 50 just kind of like, they'll just be like, hey, okay, help me out with it. There's a lot more of the you don't know, or a lot less of the you don't know anything. Just like, I think there's a lot of older people realizing that, hey, maybe we have accumulated some smarts through the internet because they can't work it.
Well, this will swing into kind of the topic. We kind of want to. We're going to start kind of doing a little pre-production on these episodes pretty soon. So yeah, I want to start writing a lot more ahead of time to give you a little heads up. So these podcasts are a little bit. We're bringing a little bit more of that wisdom, or knowledge.
You're just going to tell me what to say.
No, I mean,
Keep me down.
I think we get so wrapped up in everything around the podcast sometimes. It
Literally chords and shit.
this looks insane in here. It looks like that movie Pi. That dude's, you remember that? Ever see that?
I don't know.
So everything you do well is marketing opportunity. This is something that was kind of seared in my brain by an old boss of mine. when I worked for Sola Salon Studios. It's a salon studio concept where you rent out, like, you build a location with like 30 hairstylist studios and you rent them out to them. They run their own business. It's a really good model. Really like them. Still love the franchise. And I like anything that empowers them to be independent.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he kept bludgeoning that in my head because the reason he kept doing it, it was more on the side of, hey, if we're going to spend $2,000 on a party, I want a photographer there. I want to get all the collateral I can while I'm there. I want to milk the shit out of this event. I want to milk it before, during, and after, and I want to get those milk teats just flowing out and dry them up, because if I'm spending this much money on 40 people doing a party, we want to show caption shots of people having a good time. Hey, we're not bad guys. We're good guys in a really bad industry. No, that was really one of the angles. It was we want to be the white knights. The salon industry is horrible. It is.
Here it's cutthroat.
It really is. I mean, it's if you look at the education and how much it costs now to be a cosmetologist.
How much? I have no idea. $10,000?
It used to be like $2 or $3 grand, and then the federal loan stuff started geeking up, and all these like brands started making their own schools, like like Paul Mitchell. They had them, but then tuition somehow magically rose to about 19, 23, 26.
All at the same time?
Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah. So
illusion.
Artificial pricing, and so those brands were making a lot of money in education. Some of them only in education, not so much in the products anymore. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's going to happen a bunch too with like all these big things. They're going to try and sell their model and do that sort of thing.
Well, we talk about that, and that
we want to do it too.
And we could cross that out and say everything you do well is an opportunity, essentially, right? Because if we have a process, we think we're doing something different, website development for professional services. This is something we're going to work on in here, and we're going to hammer it out until we have this thing fucking lickety-split, where it's not nearly as gruesome as it used to be. I have information ready to go that's evergreen for people, blah, 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 blah. That is an opportunity to almost patent the process.
Yeah.
And that's how you commoditize knowledge. But I'll stick back to this. So if we're doing this kind of thing for episode 100, why not be a little goofy? Why not make sure we have coverage?
Look at us.
Even though we look insane, if you see how many cameras are pointed at us.
I took a behind-the-scenes photo. I'll post it right there.
And I tell people this when they go, oh, how do I promote my business? So this will be kind of the mailbag, kind of practical advice.
Step 1, get rid of your pride.
yeah. Get rid of the fact that it's for kids.
Yeah.
Right? Your ego is telling you that. Your ego is telling you, like, how do you promote your business? You're a local business. You're a carpet cleaner, right? How do you promote your business? There's nothing interesting about it.
Yeah.
Oh, all you need to do is, well, first, invite all your personal circle to your accounts, whatever it is. Facebook, Twitter, don't worry about Twitter. Just fucking get off there. Pinterest, if you're a ladies brand, money. LinkedIn, if you're B2B, you better be on there. Instagram, if you've got enough visuals, that age group is now skewed up, and now a lot of older people are on there. Kind of how Facebook kind of crept up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They took a shit. Facebook did. Mark Zuckerberg lost like $7 trillion or something in a day.
Yeah, well,
stock.
Yeah, except for the fact that that's like a drop in the bucket.
Yeah.
Overall.
Yeah.
It'll be back. Everybody talks about when it goes down, but not gradually going up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
It'll go back up.
I'll make that back in like 6 months.
They do it. What they do that's really smart. They do the kind of the opposite. They do a PR announcement that they're going to do something, and then they don't do the announcement on the exit that. So they'll go, "Hey, your newsfeed's going to be it's going to be all personal now. It's not going to have any brands. It's not going to have any media sites. That's going to be the way the algorithm's going to work from now right? They make this big announcement.
Right.
They're kind of like Trump. Trump does this a lot. Make a big announcement, big decree, and then they do it for a day, and then they go, yeah, no, we're gonna go back to what makes money.
Just joking.
Trump does that. He's like, I'm gonna build a wall. I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna build it.
It'd be more like a fence.
And then he just sends you. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
And it's like, look over here, look over here, look over here. Here's what we're really doing.
Yeah.
I think Trump's very good at that, actually.
Yeah.
Calculated, too. I'm not a Trump fan at all.
He's a good hype man, and it's a big part of business.
Well, he believes in this, too. Whatever he believes, whether it is actually a good thing, he does remarket the shit out of himself.
Yeah.
About what he just did, right?
Oh yeah.
So he goes to visit soldiers. He will say that the next 5 speeches. I was just at this base, meeting the American people. You know, the guys who protect our border. You know, all this stuff. And so
he might be the all-time best with promoting. Like, just he does it just naturally. Like, he can't stop talking about himself.
Right.
And it's hard for people to do that.
I think once you get in that mode for 50 years, it's kind of tough.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like,
that's
be more like Trump if you're trying to advertise your business.
That's actually more on the last podcast episode we did about faking it until you make it. He's kind of the best at that.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't really he wasn't that loaded. He went bankrupt 4 times.
Yeah, he just buys all the shit that loaded people buy and then shows it to you. Look how rich I am.
And the thing he had that was valuable was an intangible thing, was the brand.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't really add any value to anything.
Yeah.
So he kind of is the best fake it till you make it kind of thing. I don't think he's as dumb as everybody calls him, but I don't think he's a good president.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway.
We could do that for...
Teddy Roosevelt's my favorite. Everything you do well is a marketing opportunity. So what I tell people when they're asking, hey, what can I do? What's like something easy I can do? I'm a local business. I own a taco shop. It's like, fuck you, dude. Food's easy. Food is the easiest. Food porn, everybody loves food porn.
Up close pictures with a decent camera, good lighting.
Look at
it's like 900.
Look at other places around town or around the country or the world that are just look up hashtag on Instagram, tacos, and find what looks good. No, maybe not too big. Let's go.
Paella.
Yeah, okay, paella. It's
a taco. Like there's like a right answer. We just need something small. Like, come on.
I'm filling in the business. It's a taco and paella place.
Oh. That would work. That works still.
I'd eat there. I would eat there. Okay, I take it back.
The double L's aren't pronounced like L's, so that works.
So, taco paella place. We put paella in tacos. That's our jam. Oh, to me, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, try to look up some dishes. Look up on Instagram. The top 9 things will be the most popular when you're searching for stuff. And just, you don't have to fucking reinvent the wheel. But if you have anything related to food, fashion, all the fun stuff kind of in life, that is easy. Cars.
Find the keywords.
Like furniture, those kind of things where people love ogling at that. Think of anything that's sent out in like those free Crate and Barrel magazines from every company.
It seems like anything that you can make not move around.
Yeah, tangible stuff is easier, right?
Yeah.
Service is harder to kind of illustrate.
Yeah.
But what you can do is, while you're on the job, put this as part of your process. I clean carpets. All right, I'm going to do before and afters. It's fucking easy. It's easy, right? Here's what I do. I show up on time, and then you always humble brag your sales angles. Always on time. Always get a 5-star review. Blah 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 blah.
So what's the difference between a humble brag and a brag?
Bragging's like we're the best. We're the best. It has no humility in it, right? So it's like Trump is brag.
He's just regular brag.
Right. I'm the best president. Yeah. Like,
so humble brag is just you have to be like.
Humble brag
I don't
is
often do this.
I
this
feel
is kind of embarrassing.
I feel cherished to be around Eric because he's made my time so much better when we're working on this project that I was the lead.
That I did
the programming.
Yeah.
You weave it in at the end, and that was from Harris Whittles, who the Parks and Recs writer. He
That's,
came up with that.
that's like on Facebook. Anytime there's a girl who has a birthday, their girlfriends will always post their own picture when they look the best with them. Happy birthday to my best friend, ba ba ba. And then they always look awesome in their pictures.
Yep.
Who cares about the birthday girl?
Yeah, so,
Not on her wall, on their own friend's wall.
So the humble brag to narcissism line is very shady, right? So like, I always look for people that say "I" a lot when you kind of first meet them, or we're talking about something not related to either of us, and they just
An optometrist.
They bring themselves into it so much. We do it on the podcast purposely because it helps create a situation for the listener a little bit.
Personalizing it.
Yeah, I stole that from Pete Holmes. He'll ask a question, but give the example, his answer through an example in his life, but to give the interview, the guest or whatever, a little bit of time to think, but also like it'll relax them too.
Right. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got a sidetracked.
Oh yeah.
The Facebook chicks.
No, that's actually relevant. I mean, if sometimes like everything you do well is a marketing opportunity, right? So PR stunts. Let's go there. Let's just get away from duck face online. PR stunts are good. Sometimes you only get one shot. I was listening to Warby Parker's story and they're a sponsor of ours as well. We should throw up their URL for a little promo action from us. But Warby Parker's story was interesting for two reasons. Because they basically figured out pricing for a disruptor company. There's a monopoly on sunglasses, eyeglasses, and eye insurance, and like Sunglass Hut, and name any place, they're all owned by one Italian company.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Was it Luxottica?
Yeah.
I think we've talked about it before.
I have such a beef with that. I don't know why, but it annoys me. But I love Warby Parker's story because it was a bunch of guys in Chicago. They're in business school, and like they're like, we're going to figure this out. So they figure out the pricing. That's part one of it. Part two was they spent all the startup money, or the majority of their startup money, all the money they pulled together
On cocaine.
Woo! And then they just did rails off of lenses all day long.
And they go to the gas station, steal a bunch of glasses, put their name on it.
That's Warby Parker.
Boom.
Did you know that? All they do is they got
Warby Parker.
They just got
Keyword
nail polish
sweat.
and took off the brands, the gas station brand, the pugs or whatever they are. So I would say it's really interesting because they go, we got one shot at PR, at a press release, right? Because a disruptor, you are David Goliath kind of area, and you may only get the one shot at that. Hey, here's what we're doing. We're doing something different, and get that message out. So they spent like the majority of their startup money in that first press release.
So just on a press release, they didn't do anything
Well, no,
like a gimmick.
Like a high end A+ like PR company doing that stuff.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't. Their site crashed because they got too many orders. They didn't do a lot of dummy testing.
I'm just curious what they did. If it was just a press release, or if it was. What were they announcing?
So a lot of PR companies, what they're good for is getting you into magazines, getting you into publications online. So I think they got them in like Esquire or GQ, one of the two.
Oh, okay.
And that was like one part of it, and then there's another big magazine. So PR companies are, they'll make that connection.
Okay, so it was more of a marketing push than like a PR stunt, really.
Well, it's not. To me, it's not. Well, marketing's overall. I put PR, advertising, promotion. That's all under marketing.
Yeah.
But I'd say like, it's not advertising. That's why it's different. It's PR because it wasn't an ad. It was a.
Oh, the press release was going in the magazines.
No. The press release went out.
This is so hard for me.
Press release went out to the public. Before that went out, though, a lot of PR companies, they make deals. They're like, hey, we've got this client. Maybe you want to write a little blurb about them.
Okay.
And then they did. And so you do that when you're a PR company. You spread that out to all your connections.
Yeah. This is why you don't trust any print media or television media.
Yeah.
There's money behind everything, people.
Yeah. I mean,
nobody giving real opinions.
Oh, but the sponsored content ones that look like an article, those always. I always get pissed if I get tricked.
Yeah.
And I know they're there too, and I still sometimes I'll read them and I know it's an ad.
It's like you just want to have that little glimpse that there's still humanity left on the internet. Just people giving a list for free of information. No, never happens.
No, but like we should be promoting this when our business hit 2 years over the summer. I go, hey, my birthday is June 25th. Why don't I mix that with a celebration of the company, since I don't care about my birthday anyway, and why don't we just do a brunch? And what I didn't do is get pictures and video and all that stuff. But I get if it's a party for me, I'm probably not going to be too into it.
Yeah, you should have just left that out.
Yeah, but I mean, no. Well, I was like,
you wanted the presents.
I wanted to combine them just so people would show up.
Wasn't that shirt a birthday gift?
Yeah. This
on that
Swayze,
birthday.
My wife has the tandem tank top. We were going to Chicago the next week, and for 4th of July we wore our.
Who's on her shirt? Keanu,
Johnny Utah.
Sweet.
God, what's the Point Break? I couldn't remember the movie for some reason. And yeah, that is a good idea. Like, that was an idea that I was like, if you're a business, don't do happy hours, do brunch. Brunch on a Saturday or Sunday, way better. More people are chill.
You can talk. And hear each other. The same
amount of people are going to come. If they're parents, it's a lot easier for them to get a babysitter and all that stuff. And so that was I would do that from now on. But that was a good idea because if I was better at capitalizing on that, I could have made deals while I was there, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? Hey, why don't you come in? We'll close out that contract and we'll get things going.
That would have been the best birthday gift you could have got.
Right.
Paperwork.
Exactly.
Love it.
I'm getting better at it, slowly but surely. But that, again, getting better at that. What we're doing right now, we've been talking about making more content around the show, ancillary content, how-to videos. You're doing wellness. You're going to be doing some wellness kind of.
Some wellness tips.
2-minute, whatever. Yeah, we got to find a better name than wellness because that always sounds like the hippie teacher.
I know.
That wears too much like fake jewelry.
That just reminds me of like the
wind chimey kind of jewelry.
Well, yeah, just like the any sort of like herb supplement that doesn't actually do anything, that's been sold and it's all placebo.
If you say like human optimization, you sound like a nerd. So we gotta figure that out.
To do your body good.
Lou Ferrigno now?
That's the one to bring. What?
My old neighbor, Lou Ferrigno.
What?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So.
Deaf joke. You can make those on podcasts.
We can make it on ours, for sure.
Yeah.
So, with that, the pragmatic advice, let's try to really get down to it, right? Here, philosophically, here's the Tim Ferriss advice before I get to that.
Tim Ferriss.
Be thoughtful about it. Think about, you have to collect collateral or stories or humble brag, whatever content you can. You have to be mindful of that. Now, that's the advice you would hear on a business podcast that would piss me off. But that's generally the mindset. Here's the pragmatic advice. Once a week, go in your iCal right now or your Google Calendar or whatever you use, block off 30 minutes. You sit in a room, no internet, shut off the phone, and sit down with a pen and a pad and write what happened this week that was going well. It's actually a good thing to do mentally for you if you're running your own thing.
That's a diary.
It is, but it's like a business diary, right?
It's fine to have just a regular diary log. You don't have to call it a business diary. Just call it a diary.
No, well, you do your life journaling at a different time. I'm just talking business.
Just business diary?
This should be baked in. This will help you strategize too, because what we don't do too, and a lot of people don't do, is we don't make time to look backward and go, all right, where do we mess up, but what did we do well? We know where we mess up because we're hard on ourselves just normally, but rarely do we go, like, make that concerted, calculated time where we go, this is where we're going to work on it or think about it.
Yeah, it's a bummer usually because if you're thinking about the stuff that you did bad, that's the thing. Once people are past things, they don't want to dwell. Because any other wellness coach would be like, hey, you can't change the past. you know, and then, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna move on.
Yeah, I hate when people say people don't change. Like that is
Yeah.
one of my biggest pet peeves.
What a rosy outlook you have on things.
Right. It's like, of course people change. They can't actually. If anything, you can't help not changing.
Yeah, if you're not changing, then you're just like a weird baby man.
It's like Benjamin Button.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a weird baby man.
Like, yeah, I mean, I hate the flip flopper negativity. It's like, oh, you mean you changed your mind after you got a little bit older and smarter?
Oh yeah. Oh, what about
that's a good thing.
What about the person when you're putting it out there in the world? Hey, I'm really trying to do this. Don't like. I remember when I was like in mid-20s, whenever I tell my friends, I'd be like, look, I'm not drinking for a while. Just don't do the thing where you're like, come on, bro, just have a beer.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I just want to do like a month that I'm sober, just get my brain together. I've been partying too much, and then almost because I said that, they would do it more. And they'd be like, we're going to Vegas. Come on, we're going to Vegas because you just said that. Like you're like, dude,
I know.
fuck? So I hate that when people are just like going to try to throw you and bring you to what they're doing, and if you're not that mentally strong yet, it's really tough.
I got over that a few years back.
I think when you have,
older,
when you get, I think it's just having kids too, because you really just go, oh, I'm not cool.
Physically can't.
And I can't. I will never be.
What?
If I had any shred of coolness, I will not be back to that.
Yeah.
Dad bod for life.
Yeah.
Not you.
Obviously.
So, the pragmatic advice: put 30 minutes.
Drinking that cup of coffee is a pretty great visual. I'll tell you that.
So, what's that?
Just laughing at you. You drinking that.
What
cup
about
of
with
coffee
two
in that
hands like a
outfit.
commercial? Oh.
That's bad. That's good.
Whoever
Drink
drinks
your
fucking
soup.
coffee with two hands should get fucking punched in the gullet.
Mostly just women.
I'm just saying, they don't need two hands. Could be a wafy game.
Now you're chopping their hands off.
Why do they have such a big turtleneck too every time? Two-handed coffee drink. What is that move?
Like that's eating their entire head.
No one does that in real life. I've never seen anybody do that.
Right.
Tea, I've seen people with tea, but never coffee. Two hands on a mug, looking out the window.
They just had a traumatic experience. I can't believe it's over.
Right.
So cold.
That's not what I want to think about. With
I can't believe I witnessed that thing.
Bustelo and coffee. I don't want to think about that.
Bustelo.
That's my coffee.
Reference.
That's my Cuban coffee. So I would say that pragmatic advice is you have to make that time to just think. It's something I just realized recently. Like I'm not making time to do that, and I get really scrambled the further down you don't take time to reflect. So I started like taking walks with the dog a little bit longer, a little bit more with a reason in mind every time I go, instead of just like I gotta take these dogs out before the shit in the house, like robot, task oriented. Go, all right, on this walk, I'm gonna think about the next couple of episodes of this podcast and try to think of some stuff pre-production wise.
Yeah, for sure. It helped. I mean, for us, like we do with the web development and stuff, we're always learning how to do something complicated and forgetting it, and then even forgetting where we wrote it down. Sort of, it's like if you do that once a week, where you're going back and saying, okay, I put this here, and then I guess just accumulating it all in one place or something.
Yep. That's
way easier than we are going back 3 months, and it's like, wait, was that on that project or a different project?
But if we got together and go, all right, for 3 hours, we're going to go through our notebooks and we're going to just pull all of the stuff together in our playbook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to do video tutorials, or maybe just a whole day of that, right? We should market that. We could take I actually want to take like GoPro cameras behind us working on websites to show, sped up film of like, hey, there's actually us working on it. We're not sending this out.
Yeah.
We do it in-house, whether that's smart or not. I think we're becoming more efficient with it, but I think we're faster than anybody doing that sector.
Yeah, I'd say. I think most people think things are all templated out already.
Templates are fine.
They work, but I mean, it's obvious when it's just a fill-in template, you know? You gotta customize.
There's a template for taxes. It doesn't mean they're easy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's actually super complex.
Yeah.
It's because they want them to be.
Mm-hmm.
That's for tinfoil hat though. Shout out to Sam Tripoli.
I'm sure he'll hear this. Hey, Sam.
If we say his name, he might.
Yeah.
He's kind of like Beetlejuice. If you say his name 3 times on the podcast,
Jesus, he's in the room.
he'll be like, "Hey, what? Hey guys, what the fuck's going on in here?" All right. Anything else you got? Before I got some other. I want to throw some.
You had the trademark thing you were talking about. So we were going through trademark
trademark
experiences.
I had my friend who's an IP attorney lean over to me yesterday at our networking meeting, whisper like, he looked up Tocobaga, our company's Tocobaga Consulting. It's an Indian tribe that's in the Tampa Bay area. Or was.
Not anymore.
I don't know. I actually should look that up. I should know that.
Sure.
Cigar City Brewing has a Tocobaga Red Ale. They have trademarked the name Tocobaga. And I was like, I wanted to be like, I just kind of laughed and I was like, I'm not worried about it. Because I didn't want to talk during a meeting. I'm real weird. I can't
Hit the table.
I can't whisper. I can't like, I'm either like really, really, really low or like, yeah, I'm like triply yelling level. And so
I am whispering.
I wanted to be like, that doesn't matter, right? Like we're in 2 different sectors, so we're not using that for anything.
Yeah.
And it's they had that before we even started this firm.
Yeah. Oh, there's like, it's a weird, like, I didn't even tell you the phone call I had where they're like, so it's for the podcast. And it's like the podcast is doing what? So, and then they had all these like questions where they wanted to find out exactly what it was for. And then on the other side is the actual picture, like what it looks like. So you can trademark a logo or whatever, or this word with this font combination, that sort of thing. And they have to go through all these iterations of what could conflict.
Yep. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because
I didn't think about it.
That search is kind of why you get the IP attorney a lot of the time. It's not really like it's not that you can't figure out the rules and regulations. It's that they'll do the thorough search for you on a patent, trademark, copyright, whatever.
Yeah.
And so that's really the value of having the business attorney do it. And specifically, you should look up an IP attorney if you're an intellectual property attorney. Because don't use your buddy that's like criminal defense lawyer that says he can do it. Just get someone that does it.
Yep.
Segment like
We
that.
always recommend using the attorney.
Use the attorney.
Play it safe.
Honestly, and most of them are happy to help, even if they're like your buddy and you can't afford it. You'd be surprised how many are happy to like talk to you on the phone while they're driving to like point you in the right direction.
Yeah.
They'll be like, go on biz filings, do this, don't do that.
People like to talk about stuff they know.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Since they hate their job.
Or life.
Or life.
Or don't have any wisdom.
I don't want to talk data accumulation.
But I also want to give a shout out customer service wise. Mevo people, really chill. I think because they got bought out.
After we accosted them on the last podcast, you mean?
Well, now they're going to know. We'll edit that in post. But once Vimeo bought them out, it sounds like they're so apathetic, they don't care. I was like, I think we burned out this Mevo by using it so much. It was like, can we turn it? And they're like, yeah, I don't care. I'll send you a link. Literally what he said, I'll send you a link. And then it wasn't like, dude, can I help you with anything else? It's like, all right, see you, bye. And I was like, okay. I prefer...
Box of poop sent to our address.
I prefer that real talk, customer service.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't want like...
Can you stick on the line for a survey?
What
No.
is that? What is that?
I'm calling because I was upset with you.
At one point,
I am mad at you.
At one point, I used to do the same recording message to them and record the phone call. So I'd be like, "Well, you recording me? I'm recording you." Yeah.
We don't give a shit.
I do this for quality assurance as well. So shout out to them and BetterHelp.
So it was a negative shout out.
No, I'm sending it back.
Oh, because they didn't waste your time on the phone.
No, it was just they're gonna. Our warranty, I think, on those are only a year, and they made it just very easy.
We should wait till we get it. We're giving a bunch of props.
Maybe I got too excited.
Middle finger.
Premature ejaculation compliment. So the other one is BetterHelp, which was the mental kind of the therapy online site. I mentioned probably 3 or 4 episodes back that I was going to start doing that on my own. I found out our insurance can make me not pay as much out of pocket. So
What it's for.
I'm going that route in real life. But BetterHelp I would do if we didn't have that insurance. And what they do is they put you on a subscription model, just like a lot of this stuff, and it gives you unlimited therapy sessions. However, you have to pay a lot up front for like 5 months. So it'd be like 7-day free trial. They extended the 7-day free trial, and then I already canceled it. But it did the cancel.
I'm healed, thanks.
It did. I found out about our insurance in the meantime. I'm good. My brain's good. Don't worry about it. But here's what happened. You know those sites where you hit submit and it takes forever to load, and then you're like,
Yeah.
is it still go? Is it my computer?
Mm-hmm.
Is it the internet? What's going on? Is it the website? You can't tell sometimes. I did it a couple times, and it was like, all right. By this point, I've canceled my subscription, and I sent an email. Like, I'm not down yet to pay $180 for therapy I'm not going to use. And then it didn't.
That I don't need.
It didn't take. My subscription was still there, and it was charged, and I was like, hey, what's going on? And they didn't make any beef about it. And I was like, you know what, I'm going to show a little love for that, because that's so unusual, I think, for people to kind of just go, it's our bad, and take care of it.
I wonder if that's like a thing.
But it's also therapy, too.
I wonder if they were like, no, it needs to be a minimum 5 months, because then they're just gonna have people popping in and out, like for the people themselves getting the therapy to make them better, like making it a minimum time. You know,
Oh,
is that
sure.
No, you got to do this for a couple months. You can't just pop in and out.
No, I totally agree. But you could also have people that have bipolar disorder, and that one half of them signs up for it, and the other half freaks out. I don't think
that's
or
how they work.
split personality. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, they work with people that are seeking help mentally, and I was just like, hey, that's kind of. I'll try to be gracious and give them a shout out on the podcast, because
It would be ironic if you had a horrible phone call and messed with your head all day.
it was one
What
of
if I'm with these therapy people and I'm all pissed off now?
it was one of those tasks that I saw. I left unread in my email. Like, all right, I gotta call that and take care of that, and just it kind of did perturb me, but that's more me than anything.
Yeah.
Because I have too many tasks and things going on. Any other stuff before I dole out some app advice?
No.
I'm
Give
really
us the app advice.
I'm really excited about a new app, man. New software for business.
Can't wait to hear about it.
It's called Quilla. Quilla.
Spell it and don't do it with an accent.
It's an Australian company. Quilla.
Spell it,
It's oh, that's better. That's much better. It's
I know.
it's QWILR, Quiller, and sales automation. Here's what's awesome. I know you're gonna fucking roll your eyes. It's proposal software, because I'm trying to figure this out in a automated, templatey kind of way to streamline our contracts and stuff. Quote, proposal, contract. Here's the other part: reporting. So it has templated reports for all digital stuff we have, but they have other stuff that's not me.
Sounds great. Are you actually going to use it though?
Yeah, I've already been using it. I can see when
Is
people.
it free?
No, the good stuff isn't usually.
No.
Yeah, but you can see when people view. You can see how long they view. But what they do is it looks like landing pages. Like we made our own website almost. Super simplified, like Squarespace style.
So they get on the internet to view it?
Yes.
The proposal?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it can follow up with them. You can actually sell off the templates to make money from using Quiller.
That's
which is
cool.
a pretty interesting concept. But reporting is what's cool. So it can take data that you shoot over to, like you go, all right, I'm going to put the Facebook ad campaigns info, and I'm going to shoot it over to Google Sheets. It can take it from Google Sheets and populate it in a reporter over there, dynamically.
Yeah. Sounds great. Some number moving around.
This is a huge issue for freelancers, because I looked at that and another company called & Co., which is owned by Fiverr, And that seems to be, for freelancers, streamline the whole process from business development all the way to the exit of the project.
What's that site? andco.co?
I found it
Or
through Zapier.
and.co?
Zapier is that what's that?
The app that connects all the apps.
We have Sam off cameras saying something. You can just say it.
Say it.
Zapier.
Oh, Zapier?
Oh.
Zapier. Like a zap.
Of all the things you had to interject with, a hard A.
Right.
Who cares?
And it's wrong?
And you're wrong. You don't get zaped by electricity.
Right. Who gets zaped? Anyway.
You can zape, bro.
Anything else you got?
Just want to put my shirt back on. I'm gonna sweat.
Are you? It's freezing in here.
Pits.
Fucking hot. All right.
Trim your armpit hair.
No.
I should.
I trimmed my pube hair.
Not down to the skin. I'm saying do it like just so there's not so much accumulation in there. It's gross.
I do Mr. T with my pubes.
Yeah. I do all kinds.
It keeps all three gray pubes in there.
It's like it's featuring the 3 babies.
Just for men. Give me a little baby cum. Little baby dick cum. Where did they see my baby dick? Baby dick. Where did they see my baby dick? We're getting weird. I haven't slept. We're getting weird. It's our 100th episode.
Yeah.
Hey, this is something I tried to get Caleb on to make it super awkward because he was the former co-host. But I only texted him like 12 last night. Hey, we're going to do this tomorrow morning. But maybe we'll have him on because he has a podcast. And I'd like to get him back on and
So
talk
we can
about...
fight to the death.
Yeah. Look,
He's a big dude, actually.
100's...
Kick my ass.
Nah, he's pretty cuddly.
Okay. Where's this weak points?
Mini donut factory. I would say, look, 100's an arbitrary number. We'll just do something in the future. 127th
Yeah.
episode, just to go crazy. But we're going to start churning out a lot more content, a lot more episodes, and a lot more tutorials to kind of keep the theme going. I think the podcast is going to develop into other things, other mediums, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
I think we got something here.
Even hards.
Look, we've got something here. We got to get our shit together a little bit more to get it a lot better. But it'll get there.
We'll be fine.
Thanks for that commentary. This is why he.
This is why I'm the new host. That Caleb guy. I'm saying things like, it's fine.
There you go.
And yes. And,
All right. Spotify. We on that piece. iTunes. Give that 5-star review. Hook that up. Subscribe. Share with a friend. That is the cheat code to get us up the rankings. We are on Facebook. We need to do our Facebook group a little bit better.
all of it we need to do better. So much.
Facebook, your mom's underwear drawer, Pirate Bay, Pod Bay. What else are we on? Pornhub, probably.
Pirate Bay?
Yeah.
Isn't that the
I see your mom's underwear before.
Tor browsers?
LimeWire.
The Darknet. Kazaa.
Kazaa. We're on Kazaa. Make sure to give us a shout out on Kazaa because that helps us get up the rankings. Anything else you've got?
No.
While I need you to filibust while I get the jam.
Is that the term filibust? Is it when you're doing it in the past?
Oh.
Current? Isn't it still filibuster? See, what I'm doing now is actually doing that by just babbling about what the actual word is.
Put the iPad up to the mic. It's a good visual. See y'all. Bye-bye.
Where my family wrong.